Hello everybody and welcome to another Sirtoys knockoff review. Gotta say, this is probably the most random review I have ever done, but you've gotta love the Chinese. They are super inventive. Today I'm taking a look at the Robo Warriors Bumblebee Combiner. Yeah. For the purpose of this, we have got Speed Neon, Sparkling Blaze, Supersonic, Herculoid, and Tornado, and random green guy that doesn't have a name. And we've also got an oversized Bumblebee Classics head, and some various parts from the Japanese Micro Masters series for the combiners, which have been oversized, blown out of all proportion. And here, got the legs, got the torso, feet, hands, etc, etc. I'll bring those in as and when. Yeah, these are big. As you can see, at present, I seem to have lost Tornado's extra blade. I have no idea what I've done with that. I've dropped it somewhere around here. I can't see it, but in all intents and purposes, it doesn't really affect the review at all. Anyway, yeah, these are kind of bootlegs from the Play School GoBots line, I think it was, where they done like the cars, and they also done the planes. I think Tornado is kind of a knockoff from the Rescue Heroes, the Chopper, Charlie Chopper, yeah, from the Rescue Heroes line. He's kind of like a knockoff of that. Just really odd that they've got to combine them all together. And as to this guy here, I mean, I have no idea what he's meant to be a bootleg of. I haven't been able to find anything out about him. He's included in the set when you purchase him, and he doesn't combine with the rest. He's just kind of there. Whether he's like the brains behind the operation, who knows? But let's take a closer look at them in vehicle mode. Green guy's made out of a pretty, it's a pretty okay plastic. As with most of these really cheap knockoffs, they are a little bit brittle and you do have to be careful. The wheels move. He's probably one of the better built out of the bunch. He does transform. You just extend his legs. They then open up and you should be able to fold his feet down from the back. Again, I'm trying not to break this guy on camera. He's a little brittle. There we go. They do extend fairly nicely. You've then got the arms that fold out. You fold the fists down like so. And then with the... I think you can still move this with the arms down. Yep, you can just flip. A bit of clearance issues there, but you can flip the head down. And there we have said face. There we go to rotate the waist. And there we have them in bot mode. It's different. Not a great deal of effort has gone into the sculpt there. But again, these look a lot like you used to get with the early GoBots and some of the knockoffs back in the 80s. Real cheap plastic, very bulky figures, but fun nonetheless. I mean, he isn't going to break. He's fairly okay-ish. It's just... I'm just used to like the third parties and the Hasbro stuff, and you have to take a little bit of a step back and you have to think, I'm paying $20 for a huge combiner set. I'm not going to get great factory quality. Next we have Speed Neon, a fairly nice tidy police car. It reminds me something of like some of the Transformers animated sort of things. Doesn't overly line up well, but it does roll. Nice gold across there, bit kind of dirty smudges on the paint there, but these were fresh off the card, and I suppose the QC standards in China aren't quite the same as they are over here. Visible head under there, you can see there is a pin sticking out, so again QC not brilliant, but flip his legs down, they extend nicely, kind of got feet there, they do open, but though your legs are going to be limited how far out they can go. Open up the arms and flip the body down, and that's about it. That is pretty much his transformation. We can flip those hands up so they're a little bit more visible. Yeah, the bonnet doesn't really come down any further than that, so he's going to have a job seeing over his bonnet there. Not that he's got much of a face to see anything. I thought at first his head was on back to front, but no, that is his head. I suppose we could swap these legs around. Can we turn those round slightly? No, we're not going to get anything, I don't think, by turning the legs round either. What you see there is pretty much what you're going to get. Next is the Manly Man's car, Sparkling Blaze. Again, a very, very similar design to that of Speed Neon. Really nice flames on this guy. Actually, he's probably got one of the best paint applications of the entire set. Do you think maybe the combiner thing was an afterthought? let's just drill a hole in the back and make it combine. Yeah, pretty much exactly the same transformation. Fold these legs down, pull them down so they are at the bottom of the sliding shafts. Although this guy's legs do seem to be a little bit stiffer. And yep, chest does fold down a little bit better on this guy, so you actually can see his face. And I just need to flick up his hands. Hands are a tad stiff on this one. There we go, and yeah, he does have a little bit more of a face. Still not brilliant. And they all kind of still look like a knockoff of Bumblebee. Supersonic has a fairly basic plain mode there. He's got the wheels that do come down. Sloppy paintwork on the back here. Not the best. But again, yeah, what do you expect for the money? It's actually a very solid toy. He actually feels like he's made of a thicker plastic and a lot less brittle than the other counterparts. Now, transforming this guy is actually pretty scary. There's a clip just on the hook on the back here. You actually have to pull this section forward and it comes unhooked from here. But as you can see, if I now try and get that back on there, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of too far, it's too long. But yeah, we've done that bit. Done the scary piece. The body then comes forward. You can then move this section back round. You can then come to the arms. They don't fold forward, so you have to just slide the fists out and slide the fist out like so. And there we go. Mr. Wobbly Leg Robot Dude. You know, he actually looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. He is a pretty nice bot. The leg is wobbly. Might be able to just tighten up with a little bit of nail polish, something, putting it in the joint. But yeah, he actually looks like a robot. He's actually quite passable. Next up is Herculo. I believe this is meant to be a front end loader. Possibly. It kind of resembles a digger, doesn't it? A little bit more futuristic, I guess, but need to say, a little bit of silver detailing on there. That's about as far as the detail goes with this guy. It is what it is. I think they're kind of clutching at straws with this one, but to transform him we want to flip this section down. These are going to become his legs, although I don't think they actually pull apart very well. No, because you've got this stay secure clip in there. Let's remove the clip. We can use that for transformation later on. The legs do kind of open about that much. It does allow for a little bit of back and forward movement. You can then come round to these sections here. These slide apart. You can then rotate it round and down, round and down. Then fold the head up like so. And that's pretty much him. It's optional to have the digger hands in. For the sake of it being symmetrical, let's put those in. Pop that back in like so. That's pretty much him. You know, he's, again, extremely basic. But, you know, it's a robot. Again, the head sculpt's not, not overly impressive, but hey-hoo. Let's put him to the back there. And let's finally take a look at Tornado. Tornado, the blades are detachable, as you found out because I've managed to mislay one. You can take these out, and they do fit in any of the bot's hands as swords. Let's put that back in there. That's, oh, it's going to annoy me now, isn't it? It's going to keep spinning around. There we go. Pretty much a straightforward transformation for this guy. Let's just take a quick look at the actual helicopter mode. It's actually not that bad. It's quite a nice helicopter mode, albeit you've got visible kind of hands there for guns. Nice silver. Kind of a nice detailing there on the turbines. Could do with having a really nice paint job really, and painted up, these wouldn't look too bad. Again, made of slightly tougher plastic, this one. Again, you can take this section off the back here. That's used for combined mode, and you assume these are meant to be wheels maybe. I can flip those in, flip that in. You can see these now becoming the legs. I'm going to grab these screw sockets here and pull these shoulders up like so. That one up like so. That then allows this chest section to flap down and click into place. You can then flip the hands out, rotate the arms back round, flip the hand out, rotate the arm back round, and then you can give him some shoulder cannons. And there we go. I mean, that's not bad, is it? He looks like a duck. He does look like a duck, doesn't he? That's not just me. That's like Howard the Duck in bot form there. There we go. Kind of annoying that you've got these big wings sticking out here, and I know you can do something with this. You can pop the blades off so they're out of the way. But, you know, it'll do. It'll do. He looks okay. I mean, these guys aren't the ugliest team on the planet, are they? I mean, as far as $20 is going, you're getting a fair amount of bots for your money, I think. You know, they're not the best, but they are by far not the worst. I'm not entirely sure if we can combine the armour like you used to be able to, like kind of make a ship from it. I'll give that a go. Unfortunately, the parts aren't quite the same as the original ones that came with the MicroMasters, so I'm not really sure how I'd connect it any better than just that to form a vehicle base. Obviously, if anybody does know, then please let me know, because it's kind of a cool little thing to be able to do, I guess. Now, for the purpose of the combined robot mode, I just want to pop this one off. These two are just joined in here like this. Just plugged in. There is a crack down this one. That was me. I forced it down there and a crack down this one as well. Just be very careful. It's not going to go anywhere, but I forced it, and yeah, plastic being as cheap as it is, it did crack. You're going to start off with this, and we're going to start adding everything to this, and then we'll add the feet and the hands on top. Right, for the purpose of the combined mode, they all need to be in their vehicle modes, apart from this dude, because he's my designated leader. Basically, you get your vehicle bots. If you turn them on the upside, you've got these holes in the exhaust. Now, they kind of match up accordingly to this side, and you put them on the foot plate, push it down. That's the leg. That's about as far as you go transformation wise. Again, get this side, pop that down, plug it in the hole like so. 2 legs. Looking at the other side of these cars, you've got these 2 holes just above the heads. That's where you bring the legs in, and they now plug into the said holes. So bring him round, line it up, and plug one in like so. They are not the easiest of fits because they're obviously not designed to have ever been combiners. Let's try it left and right. Let's try it this side. That's going to go on that side a little bit easier. See if this one goes on this side any easier. Right, I've got them on. I just swapped these feet round to the other sides now though. So his right foot is now the blue and the left is now the red. Obviously with them on the other side they were clashing in the middle. But hey ho, that's how it goes. Moving up to the body. Slightly cheating here, they gave us this piece. It's 2 clips and a circle. If you look on the back of Jet Plane Dude, his feet go into these said pegs. Like that and that, push those in, and the arms, they kind of need to rotate forward like so. That's probably the biggest transformation you do for this combined mode. Then want to bend him forward like so, and then he just kind of just slots in. I suppose you can have him upside or that way. Let's try him this way like so. There we go, that is him as a chess piece. It's not ideal, but it works, kinda. Now for the arms, remember those orange clips we took off earlier on? They are both different sizes, differently spaced. This one has the smaller rectangles, so this one goes on our digger. Put this in here and round here. That's now going to help us connect it to the body. You then want to move this digger section up out of the way, and there's a hole just here. You can bring your fist in and pop that in said hole like that, and we now have a fist. This circle bit here and this bit here clips on like so. I know it's not ideal and it looks a little bit naff, but he now has an arm. Do the same with this arm. Pop that in like so, and at the top here use the ones with the longer piece. That threads in, that threads in, that folds down. We can then come round to the side and place the joint over like so. And finally, we bring in the huge oversized Bumblebee head, pop that on like that, and there we go. There is our gargantuanly oversized, huge monstrosity of a Bumblebee former. We can bring his gun in and pop that in his hand. He says, I don't want to the whole thing to break on me. Let's. It's not the most secure of combiners. Like I say, you add a bit of weight to these fists and they're now kind of moving forward. But he's a fairly big guy. Here's Generation Springer for a quick size comparison. You know, it's a big monstrosity. Probably the second biggest combiner I own. Seconded only to that of the Starcats Rescue Team, I think. But yeah, for $20 guys, it's worth getting if you're a Bumblebee fan, or if you're a fan of 80s and 90s nonsense, or if you're just a fan of KOs. I'm keeping this guy. He's a good figure. It's garish, nasty, really, really random, and I love it. I hope this has been some use to you. Click the link in the description below to go over to Sirtoys. And I'm also working out something at the moment with Sirtoys, and I hope I can get you all 5% discount. I know it's 5% discount, but discount's discount. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. For myself and Bumblebee, goodbye.